Hi guys, welcome to the Golden Cruiser. I'm Cindy, and today we're going to be talking about things cruisers hate about other cruisers. Now in today's video, we're going to go over some of the things that cruisers hate about other passengers. So grab your favorite drink and a snack, sit back and relax, and let's talk about cruising. Number one, things that happen at the buffet. Now, the buffets can be a very crowded area depending on when you're there. Days like embarkation day or port days for breakfast, it can get very crowded in there. So some of the things that annoys passengers, first of all, is people not washing their hands when they go into the buffet. This is a way to protect yourself and all the other passengers on the ship from getting illness. So please wash your hands before you go in the buffet. Even if you think you just washed them, on the way there you touched the elevator buttons, handrails, multiple things. So please wash your hands. Another thing that annoys people is they're in a long line in the buffet and people are cutting in front of them saying, oh, I'm just going to grab a couple sausage or I'm just going to grab this, and they're cutting in front of you that have been standing there waiting. Don't do that. Wait in line like everybody else. You can walk through on the outer side of the people and look and see what's in each section and then stand in line and wait. Another thing that some people do is grab foods with their hands, like they might pick up multiple cookies to put on their plate with their hands, or other items. They might see some cheese and pick that up with their hands. Please do not do this. There is lots of germs going around with you picking up items with your hands. The food could be contaminated. Once somebody gets sick on a cruise ship, it can spread like wildfire, and the neurovirus spreads rapidly on cruise ships. So always use the serving utensils that are there to pick up any of your food, and just don't touch them with your hands. And one other thing in the buffet area, if it is a crowded day in there, oftentimes you can't find a seat. And you might see someone sitting there, they're done eating, and they're playing a game of cards, or they're just all chatting with each other. Please have the courtesy when you're done eating, if it's really crowded, to leave the buffet area, and you can go to another area. There's many lounges, there's pool decks, where you could go and play your card game or go and chat with your guest you're with. But don't just sit in the buffet when people are walking around with their trays of food looking for a seat and you're just sitting there done eating. That's just rude, so please be polite. Number two is chair hogs. Don't be that person that gets up early in the morning and goes down to the pool and puts a towel or a book on their chair or multiple chairs to reserve them. There are people that actually get up early to go to the pool, and they go down there looking for a seat, and there is none because you have reserved your seat. Well, thankfully now they are cracking down on this. So don't go down there and put your towel there and then go back to bed, or then go out to eat and then show up hours later or anytime you want and hope that your chair is there, because now it probably won't be. Because what ships are doing now is they're putting a little sticker on the chairs that say, if you're not back within 30 minutes, your items will be picked up and held over here, whatever area on the ship, so that other passengers can have those chairs. So please don't be a chair hog. Just find a chair when you go sit there, or go earlier and actually sit in the chair and don't leave. Number three, elevators. Trying to squeeze into a crammed elevator or pushing in front of other people is very rude, and I see it happening all the time. Lots of times on cruise ships, the elevators are just packed, and you're waiting and you're waiting, and they keep being packed. And then you see this one person trying to squeeze in there when there's absolutely no room. Don't do that. Either go to another bank of elevators that might be less crowded, or take the stairs if you're in such a big hurry and want to jump in front of people or push yourself in. I've seen people go in front of handicapped people that are sitting there in a wheelchair waiting at the front to get in and walk in front of them. And also, let the people come out of the elevators before you go in. That is so rude. People are trying to get off and you're trying to hurry and get in. So again, just be polite. Number 4 is loud conversations or TV loud in your cabin. Now, have you ever been in a cruise cabin and you can hear the people next door arguing, or their TV is blaring at all times of day and night and you can't sleep, or they're laughing or having a party in there? You've got to remember that the walls of cabins are very thin and you can hear practically everything from the cabin next door. So just be mindful of the people in cabins around you and just keep your voice low and don't be loud. Don't be out on your balcony blasting music or out there, on your balcony and you're yelling to someone in your cabin that's over in the bathroom. Think that there's other people right next to you, maybe on their balcony, that are trying to see beautiful scenery or something or enjoy their breakfast and you're there yelling. So be mindful of this and keep your music and keep your TV turned down so that it doesn't bother other people in other cabins. Number 5 is the main dining room. Now, if you show up at the main dining room without a reservation, expect to not be seated right away and don't be rude to the crew members there and be upset because you can't get right in. You need to make a reservation, go onto your app, tell them you're coming, but just know that if you're doing like anytime dining, you may wait in a line if you haven't reserved a time. So don't get upset with the crew members and start yelling at them. Also on formal nights. Now they're not as formal nowadays as it used to be, but still on formal nights in the dining room, don't show up in raggedy torn shorts or jeans. Don't show up in a bathing suit or t-shirts that are torn or anything, because some of these things will get you turned away from the dining room. I heard of some people recently, a whole family that had shorts and raggedy t-shirts and stuff, and they actually told them, sorry, tonight's formal night, you need to dress up a little more, or you can, go eat at the buffet or some other area. So just be careful. I haven't ever seen them, tell someone they can't come in, but I haven't seen someone dressed really bad or in a bathing suit. I know you can never wear a bathing suit in a lot of the eating places, so just be aware of that. If you don't want to dress up, you can eat at many other places on the ship during formal nights that aren't formal. Number 6 is ignoring the muster drill. Now, some people treat the muster drill as an inconvenience and they don't want to go do it, and so they'll just get on the ship and go start drinking, start partying, and won't do it. Well, it's very rude to other passengers because the ship's not going to leave until everybody has done their muster drill. And then you might start hearing your name called over the loudspeaker. This is because you haven't done your muster drill and you need to do it so we can get going. The best thing to do is get on the ship, head straight to your muster station. It takes like 5 minutes. You walk up, they literally scan, your app or your cruise card. They'll scan that and you're done. In the olden days, we had to put on life jackets from our room, walk with those life jackets up flights of stairs to our muster area, usually on an outside deck, elbow to elbow with hundreds of other people, and stand there for like an hour doing this drill. So I don't want to hear any complaints about you people nowadays about the muster drill. It is so easy. Just go there, get it done, and then enjoy your cruise. Number 7 is being rude to crew members. Now, the staff work very hard to make sure you have a wonderful vacation. I have always had happy, nice, welcoming staff, but I have seen people that treat these staff like their own personal servants, or being just plain rude to them when things aren't even their fault, yelling at them because the food isn't cooked right, and it's the waiter just bringing it out. So be polite, treat them with kindness. If you have a beef about something, Go to the customer service desk and quietly tell them what happened. Don't stand and yell to a crew member and embarrass him in front of other people. That's just rude. Number 8 is not washing your hands. I talked about this earlier. Skipping the hand washing stations before the buffet can spread germs throughout the ship. It's a major cause of germs that can cause norovirus and other viruses that quickly spread. So please wash your hands, especially when you're going in to eat, when you're coming out of the bathrooms. Keep yourself healthy and the rest of the passengers healthy. Number 9 is blocking the gangway. Now say you're going off the ship onto a port and you have to walk down the gangway. Have you ever seen those people that stop right in the middle to take a picture when there's a line of people behind them trying to get off the gangway? Well, don't be one of those people. Wait till you get to the bottom of the gangway, clear from all the crowd, and then you can take your picture. Don't stand there and block it so others can't get off. Number 10, leaving kids unattended. And this one gets to me also. Letting your kids run wild through the ship is the sure way to annoy passengers and crew, and it's not safe. Some people think that because they're on a cruise, it's safe. Where could my kid go? What trouble are they going to get into? Well, a lot of things can happen. A lot. I've seen little kids running around. We saw a little boy by himself. I don't know. He must have been like 6 or 7, looking for ducks by himself on the ship. No parents in sight, no one else with him. He came out of the kids club by himself, which usually you have to be checked in and out. And then he was off, looking. We watched him. We followed him. He was going the same place we were. He was going under people's legs to look under their chairs to see if there was ducks under it. So no parent in sight. Do you know the things that could happen to these children on these ships? Many things have happened and many bad things. Kids have been assaulted on ships. Recently, a teenage boy was assaulted in a hot tub by 2 men. So watch your kids. Even my granddaughter, who's 15, we do not let her go by herself running around the ship. She goes to the teen club. We take her and drop her off. We pick her up. There's too many things that can happen. Little kids like to climb up on railings. Look at that little girl on the Disney ship. She crawled up on top and went overboard, and her dad had to jump in after her. So don't let your kids run around. And if you're there with your kids, don't let them be running around the area you're in where other passengers are sitting or something. Hold their hands, keep control of them, and just have a wonderful, fun time. If they need to blow off some steam and energy, take them to the kids' clubs where they can run and play and be with other kids and enjoy themselves in there. Number 11, not being prepared for disembarkation when you're ready to leave the ship. Not having your luggage packed and put out the night before so they can pick your luggage up. And then at the last minute, you're supposed to be out of your room by 8 o'clock and you haven't even packed your bags yet. Well, the crew members have to get you out of the cabin so they can start making up the cabin again, because as soon as you're off the ship, other passengers are coming on. So that's why they want you to go to a designated area that last day and wait to get off the ship so the crew members can start cleaning these cabins. So don't be the person that's in the cabin, oh, la-di-da, I'm packing my clothes. I should have been out of here an hour ago. That is very, very rude. You're making it hard for the crew members to do their job and get out of there. You will get disembarkation paperwork the night before that tells you what to do. It tells you where to go and wait in your station till they either call your number or color, and then you disembark the ship at that time, but you can't wait in your cabin. So the moral of this is be kind, be polite, and there'll be no issues, and you'll have a wonderful cruise. What are some of your pet peeves you've seen on a cruise ship? My son saw a drunk guy with his head in a soup tureen in the buffet. So, we don't really eat at buffets anymore, but there's plenty of other food everywhere. So just be a nice person, have a wonderful trip, and be fine. Be fun, have fun. Have fun and be kind. That's what I'm trying to say. So I want to thank you for stopping by today. If you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for stopping by, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye for now.